Hey guys, welcome back, and we're starting part two of our podcast.
Alrighty.
So, guys, we were talking about the tough decision that many of the emulation companies had to do just because of uh, threat within the company, in a sense. Really, thanks for the hype.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Most were like this. Some could have been illegal, but still, I'm sure most of these companies were under contract.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, just for one company to actually, and you're talking about a lot of people that might have lost their job. Think about this for a second.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, that is true. But
but then again, money speaks for itself. So well, yeah, also that could also being an influence.
yeah. But thank you everyone for the hype.
Welcome, welcome. If you guys have a snack or drink, get some and hey, enjoy the show.
But yeah, other than that, you have any questions for me to start the topic with?
Okay, going back to this, I mean it's depressing, but well, if you were the owner of one of these emulator companies, what would you have done?
I would approach said company and go, hey, let's work together, throw out the cease and desist letter, and let's just come to a compromise.
Yeah, basically they were like a kid throwing a tantrum.
Yeah,
So I mean,
but yeah, it's just business being business, and sometimes it's not the right thing, but it's just
well,
way this world's coming to.
yeah, yeah, it's the politics of the business, and it's understandable. But at the same time, you should realize that a lot of people that was working for those companies had to look for another job. Otherwise,
Yeah,
a lot of them had lost their only job, and I can't. I am willing to bet you most of them had struggled to get back on their feet.
yeah, it's true. That is true. But yeah. But away from this topic, what PC game from
Um,
the late 80s to 90s would you revamp for this day's graphics?
well, I know for a fact Doom has been remade. So besides Doom, hey, you cannot forget about the Duke, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. And he's been forgotten.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, come on, Duke Nukem was one of the best games ever. It started on PC, then it made itself to to the original PlayStation,
Yeah.
and it fade off just like that.
Yeah. That is one game I would love to bring back if I had the knowledge, the game development knowledge. I would bring that one back. Doba,
Oh man,
Doba, what are you
would you
doing?
do? But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot of games that were were put to sleep for good, but most of them were good actually. About 55,
45 bits.
55.
45 bits.
Oh damn, man, thanks, Toba. So yeah, I mean, there's some games that I would wanna bring back, but they're not. I mean, right now they're pretty much obsolete. Even if you like Final Fantasy VII, it was a good game. That's why they were able to bring it back to life
Yeah.
after the movie, which was going to be actually or was the sequel. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's been revamped for the Switch, and along with that, Final Fantasy VIII. And then, of course, its predecessor, Crisis Core, which the updated version, as we know, is Crisis Core Reunion.
Yeah. Which that game was a little bit of a sore subject for some of us Final Fantasy fans because of
Yes,
some voice changes.
yes, yes, yes. Healing line a light spin. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean, come on, just just doing what you did just because. Uh, I mean, if you give your heart to a game, you put so much effort that, and I mean, suddenly you go hearing that your character sounded like a kid. No offense,
Yeah. None
but
taken.
but I mean, just because of the high pitch, yeah, they look like they made him seem like he was a geek rather than a hero,
Yeah.
but he put more emotion to it. I'm not saying the new voice actor didn't. In some parts he did, in some parts he fell apart. But
Hmm.
you know, so I mean, last I knew, uh, there was uh, what you call it going on for bringing back his character
Yeah.
survey, and I did took part of it because I mean, as a fan, you gotta understand it's okay to make changes, but if you're gonna just do something like that for a dumb reason,
Hmm.
then it's just pointless and highly irritating.
That is true. That is true. It, it's the way any form of Hollywood's get coming to, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, in the other case, they spoke about David Hayden. That was understandable.
Hmm.
Being being snake for a decade, and you're talking about being both father and son, it would confuse the heck out of people. I mean,
Yeah, it would.
yeah. So I and the guy that they put man, I forget his name. Um, he did a voice on Monster, Aliens versus Monsters. Um, I can't remember his name right now. At first, I did have my thoughts about him, but actually, he did pull it off.
Yeah.
Only problem with that was that the story was never complete because a lot of things happened.
Yeah, it's true.
Um, the argument about money management and mismanagement, um, an individual having to quit the company without even saying a word, and then when he came back, realized that everything changed for the bad. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. And this guy, I mean, he was brought from the Nintendo days. He actually helped out with a not a, not a game to do with play, but with the development of it. And then he I don't remember if he no he didn't take part of the original Metal Gear, but Metal Gear was kind of his baby. Because later on, I mean,
Yeah.
so the problem was you sign a contract for a company, and then you turn around and you want to sleep after for your contract is over. Well, there's a reason, but when you hear that they erase your personal data, they switch everything, you don't get the messages, and then you cannot go out to the awards even though your creation uh, actually had an award. Yeah, there's something that really bad about it.
Hmm.
So, I mean, if you're gonna make a contract, be sure to follow it
Yeah.
because this man, great intelligent, he just entered at a young age into the arena, and then suddenly he decides, okay, it's time to leave. I'm gonna make my own company, and according to the documentation, he was supposed to be in contract until 2006, 2026, and he decided to pull away before the contract was over.
Hmm. which was ridiculous. But yeah, oh man.
If you did play the Metal Gear games, which one was your favorite?
Mine,
Would be your favorite?
mine would be the first Metal Gear.
The the original Nintendo one, or you're talking about the PlayStation?
The Nintendo one.
Huh. I never actually. I did play that. I did own it, but I never passed that game.
I beat it in 2 days.
Ouch. Have you played the sequel, Snake's Revenge?
Yes, yes.
And what are your thoughts
It was
about
really
that?
good. I really enjoyed the gameplay of it.
Well, I got into the Metal Gear series thanks to Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation, which, by the way, was an awesome game, and Solid 2.
Hmm.
But my favorite game, even from the latest ones, was Metal Gear 2 Sons of
Hmm.
Liberty. That's when you're introduced to Raiden.
Hmm.
And the story is kind of weird because, I mean, after the whole incident of Shadow Moses, Snake does his one mission and the tanker where he was blows up.
Hmm.
But later on, you realize that, uh, folks, now here's something. This is gonna be a spoiler alert, so if you don't wanna hear this, you can just either um, mute the sound or or put some music. But all alone, all alone, you are talking to Snake. Uh, so I mean, you find out that um, you're actually siding with the legend, and it seems awkward, but I mean, you don't know you're actually siding with the true legend until you finally somehow you kind of discover his little secret because um you were told actually the general or colonel he tells you no, Snake died on a mission and they never found his body, but you run into a guy named Trisker who is exactly where you're located and helps, and that's where it's revealed that you're actually siding with the one and only Solid Snake. It just flows out like
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I wish I could have played the other games because I mean, from that point, the storyline got really interesting.
Yeah.
I could barely remember some of Snake Eater, though I didn't fully play the game, but there were some good games there,
Mhm.
story wise.
Yep.
Um, leading on to uh, the final Metal Gear, which there was a two-part Metal Gear 5 Ground Zeroes, which was supposed to be nothing but a demo introducing the actual game, which is Metal Gear Phantom Pain, but it was taken as a huge game. So you were charged what you would normally pay for a game for a full blown demo.
Mhm.
And I think from what I heard, um, the company did had an issue with by saying the person who was working under them and tried to turn tail, uh, mis misuse the money he was given for the game, and they wanted to do some other stuff.
Mhm.
So it was a mismanagement, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh, so it seems behind the scenes, but we really don't know for sure. And at the end, you'll never get to actually play or know what really happens because the game was suspended and um, there was an attempt to do, like you said, a crossbreeding. They um, the company tried to just slap the name Metal Gear onto a cross reference of Resident Evil with nothing but junk. Just and then also the what if you guys don't know this, they did took all the information they got the information from their employee former employee, slapped the maps and everything, and they claimed that it was unique.
Yeah.
And yes, there was the saying what was the final thing that could place Metal Gear's the nail on Metal Gear's coffin, and that had to be that game.
Yeah.
Simba, hey, how are you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. So I mean, and the funny thing is now that that employee has sided with Sony, and they were going to work on the movie Metal Gear, but ever since there was no mention of it. So all you Metal Gear fans, if you heard about that, I know a lot of you were excited. I was excited, but they stopped talking about it. So that means, yeah, there was not going to be actually a Metal Gear movie.
Yeah. If you had to choose two different types of portable console devices, what would they be?
Okay, I played with some of them in the past, and I would go with the original Game Boy and the Switch.
Okay, with
Something like that.
me, it would be the PSP,
Oh, dang, yeah, the PSP. How could I forget
the
that?
PSP and the Switch.
Hey, touche. I did love the PSP. I guess sometimes it kind of backfires when you go fully retro.
Yeah.
Hey, Manuel, how are you doing? No, most of these things they were made simple, but now have you noticed how they evolved over the years? I mean, yeah. Well, that's it. Thanks for the follow.
Man.
So, what was one of your all-time favorite games?
Um, I have okay here Mario,
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda, Legend of Dragoon,
Heck yeah.
The Batman games, Final Fantasy, Sims, Battlefront, and all the Tom Clancy's.
Wow, nice. You did mention some of my favorites. Uh, I don't. I mean, I do like some of the Batmans I played, like especially Batman Returns for Sega. That
Yeah.
was a that game's pretty cool. And talking about that, the Super Nintendo version. Oh man, I was blown away that they actually went by keeping all the things using pictures from the actuals like from Michael Keaton and so on. That was kind of cool. And of course, Power Rangers the movie, but I'm not gonna mention the one for Super Nintendo because that one was a kick on the nuts. And
Yeah.
if you think about it, there what if you notice, it takes like two levels from the original. I mean the Sega, but I mean while you're getting started on the Sega or getting into the game, and I had this one video where they showed the comparison. It took like two um two scenes or so to actually get into the title.
Yeah.
And you cannot say it's Power Rangers the movie just because they slapped introducing Ivan News. That's another thing that kind of got to people.
Yeah, it's true.
The one that went according and actually it went according to the movie was the Sega one,
Yeah.
except for the ending. But then again, they make it funny because it was back at the youth center, how it was back in the 90s,
Yeah.
rather than the future like it was on the movie.
Mhm.
But other than that, it was just following the actual story
Yeah.
along with the series. With the series,
Yeah.
which of the old games would you like to see again?
Hmm.
Point straight.
I would love to see a new version of Paperboy.
Of course, you cannot forget about the good old two.
Yeah, that too.
And man, that's kind of weird because I mean, some of the old PC games like Doom and Quake, they made it to console, same as Duke Nukem. But I mean, Duke Nukem never continued. But Doom and Quake, they're still kicking in. And of course, we cannot forget about Halo. I know I should. I mean, I wasn't expecting to say this, but after hearing everything in high school, it kind of just gets to the point where you're like, oh, fine.
Mhm. But yeah. No, 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 no. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, other game that was quite a had its famous was The Simpsons.
Mhm.
But
That's true.
I don't I don't think you'll find those games. I mean, Like I said, most of them you'll never see them again, and it's rare when you see a copy on the system.
Hmm. But yeah.
But besides games, what other thing you like to get touch with, just to take a break from games?
Um. Hmm. Trying to think here.
Oh, here's a good one. How about MLP?
Yeah. Okay. Talking about that. If if you had the opportunity to own a My Little Pony in real life, who would it be?
Oh man, that's a hard one. I mean, whew, it depends how you're trying to tell me. Because I mean, there's give me a second to think on this one. Because you cut me off guard. But what about you?
Rainbow Dash?
Oh yeah, the coolest pony of all. Yeah, uh, I remember. Yeah, and I could barely match her voice, but it's kind of difficult, especially. I mean, I mean, I try to do voices, which I'm gonna try to do for, later on. But one of them, I mean, Rainbow Dash. I almost match it, and I just like the way she says a particular line, which is, "You gotta be 20% cooler." I love that line. It's just, I don't know, one of my favorite lines of Rainbow Dash. Princesses. Who's your favorite one?
Hmm. That's a toughie because I have two.
Go on.
Princess Luna.
Hmm.
Oh, and Princess oh Princess Cadence.
Oh, yeah, of course, Twilight's Falls Theater,
Yeah.
and of course her sister-in-law and the wife of Shining Armor. To me, well, Lola's cool. I'm gonna go on record with that. But to me, it would be more Princess Celestia. A reason being is because she is a natural leader, and also she's kind of a mother type.
Yeah.
And if you can tell, if it's not for Celestia, Twilight would be mostly in trouble.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, what's your favorite moment throughout the show?
Um, I there's at least three episodes that I like the most. One, the episode about Pinky Senses. The wedding
Mhm.
and the Royal Ball
You mean the
gala.
gala?
Yeah, gala.
Oh yeah, the ending of the first season. Wait. No.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
end of the
that's
first
the
season.
ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because when she became, yeah, that's season two, where Shining Armor gets married to. Yeah, mine would be, of course, the gala would be one of them. Uh, the wedding,
Okay.
and you would not expect this, but Fluttershy reforming Discord,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of awkward. I mean, the, you would think. I mean, you're trying to reform the King of Chaos. I mean, that's highly impossible.
Yeah.
But she does actually. She actually does, and um, they become pretty good friends.
Yeah.
And that friendship is because she was actually nicer to Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
And if you look at Discord, it was always started always being there to help them when they needed them. After he was, you say, changed from being evil to good.
he did made a mistake though, and I mean that kind of put everybody on check.
Yeah.
But they were able to actually uh, um, overcome
Mm-hmm.
that. And I do remember there was one episode where it was, and I loved this episode. It was when um, Discord, Trixie, and Starlight Sparkle joined forces, and that was around the season with the changelings. It was so hilarious. Who would think three of the former known nemesis would actually team up? Well, Trixie, she was just she was just what you go
Yeah.
she wasn't that bad, but I mean At one point, Starlight, because she wanted everyone to be would be the same, but she was under certain influence. And of course, in Discord, how it was. So I mean, I was quite
Yeah.
upset though. Hey, Cobra Cakes, how are you doing?
If you had to switch lives with Discord, would you still be the ruler of chaos or a shining armor?
Oh man, that is hard to say. Looking at Discord's point of view, I mean, he was an outcast and he was given a chance.
Yeah.
So, I mean, um, I don't know. I would stand for what I believe is right. So that would be pretty much Channing Arman.
Hmm. But other than that, oh man,
That's
if My Little Pony and Disney had to do a collaboration, what idea would you bring to Disney to make a good positive collaboration?
Jeez, you got me there, because I mean, if you look at the way Disney has done shows and movies, and for me, it would be hard to actually come up with ideas or something that would help to the case.
Yeah. If you look at stuff, they have worked side by side, but it's of a lot of people haven't didn't never notice that, but they did work side by side in a sense for Gen 4.
Which reminds me, though, it is kind of messed up that after 9 seasons, um, they had to retire everything. And you could agree with me or maybe
Hmm.
disagree, but Gen 4 was actually what actually kept My Little Pony alive.
Yeah, it is true. To me, it brought My Little Pony out of a mindset bubble and stuff, and I'm not like putting down and stuff the male fans that were there for 1 through 3, but and stuff. But it made the new generations realize that it was not just a girls' show. If it wasn't for Gen 4,
Yeah, actually, I agree with you. It was actually, if you go back, it was aimed towards girls, but that changed once Gen 4 kicked in.
hmm
And one of the things, maybe. well, if you pay close attention, it goes beyond. I mean, there's stuff that um different from the other generations,
Yeah.
and
And I noticed this stuff when Gen 4 came out, there was a lot of other shows out there that started following the same suit and making it opening through the walking through the same door and open it and making it where even adults could be fans of. And I'm talking about other shows like some there was some Nick Jr. shows that started to become popular with the adults themselves.
true. Yeah, I remember. That's why back then they had uh, different different time frames, and there was another theme for the adults.
Yeah, which was for the adults. It was Nick at Night. Was the time frame where they had the stuff only for adults was at Nick at Night.
And there were some good shows actually that were almost for the family. I
Yeah,
mean, it was just that time frame, and also like um yeah, some of these shows were intense.
yeah,
There were some funny Get Smart and uh other other funny shows, but then of course they got their series like Dragnet and you know.
yeah. But then so you had shows like Salute Your Shorts, Camp Anawana.
Well, Salute Your Shorts is actually
Yeah,
that
true.
one.
Yeah. No, not. It was Salute Your Shorts. It was Hey Dude. That were like you say for the whole family. In a sense, it was like Hey Dude, Salute Your Shorts. Um. Oh,
Kinan and
Ken
Kel.
and Kel. All that. Guts. Uh, Hidden Temple,
Legends of the
yeah,
Hidden
Hidden Temple, the Legends of the Hidden Temple, Nick Arcade, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the adult stuff was like Adventure Time. Um,
Yeah, but that was pretty much
yeah, it
Cartoon
was
Network.
yeah, true.
But Ren and Stimpy was pretty much one of
Yeah,
them. Rugrats, believe it or not, was pretty much
the
adult.
adult. Yeah. Um,
Um,
Rugrats was another one that some people would not think it was, but it was as of in some sense. Do, 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 do. Doug.
Doug. Well, you could tell. Yeah, there was kind of adult things. It was like mainly teenagers
Many
actually.
teenagers. Invader Zim.
Yeah, Sim was
Much
pretty much
adult.
adult oriented.
Yeah. And then later on down the road, Nickelodeon started doing shows that you say somewhat fit kids, but if you looked really deeply, it was actually supposed to have been just
It
adults.
had adult references.
It says like SpongeBob and a few others like SpongeBob. SpongeBob,
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, um, and a few others. Hey
I don't know
Arnold. There was a bunch of
about
others.
that.
Cat Dog.
Oh yeah, and the classic are real monsters.
Yeah, that one too.
So yeah, I could. You can.
I love that line. and stuff from Keenan and Kel. Who loves orange soda? I do, I do, I do.
Man, I remember the movie Good
Good
Burger.
burger. And
Man,
yeah, it's like, welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
and actually he started doing that and all that.
Yeah, I know. That's where the whole concept of Good Burger came was on all that.
Yeah, that was
I
hilarious,
know,
man.
and it was like that was where the tight friendship between Keenan and Kel started was on all that.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel Mitchell, man, those
Yeah,
two guys. It's like we were talking about before about Jason Nerby and Paul Schroeder. So yeah, there's actors that build up their friendship within the show.
yeah,
So I mean, yeah, I could see that.
man, and I never was a huge fan of orange soda until Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
that was hilarious.
and it's just
And there was a show called Roundhouse. I saw just one episode. What was that all about?
I can't remember what mostly it was about.
It was it or another show that did have some adult references was uh, one of my favorites. Risk Expense at all.
Yeah,
That one kind of did have some adult
yeah, but
references.
it was aimed more towards the teenagers to from teenager to adult. So you that was where they're able to show more of the adult references to the point where we saw them a lot more because it was aimed for teenager up.
Yeah, and that's yeah, and I mean they start kicking like we said before. They started kicking out the rating system, and nobody followed the guidelines.
Yeah,
And that's what.
to me, I think the only uh, you say Hollywood company, and so I meant TV Hollywood production company that I meant sticks with the rating system is Disney.
And I'm surprised. I'm surprised because I mean, um, they kept. I mean, like if you remember Star Wars back in the '70s, it was rated PG all the way through the '90s. Then up to the point of Revenge of the Sith, which was actually the first title they came up was Revenge of the Jedi,
Yeah,
but it was not supposed to happen that way. So when Revenge of the Sith hit theaters, it was already PG-13, and guys, you do understand why. I mean, you don't see exactly uh, Anakin showing the kids, but you can see a hologram where he does uh, show all the kids, and you know.
yeah,
And I'm surprised uh, the fact that Disney was able to keep that the same way.
yeah,
Because if I'm a betting man, Disney would have turned it into a kids film.
yeah,
So I was kind of shocked that they kept the movies the way they were.
yeah. And one thing was it's that practice that Walt Disney put in place for the rating system for his stuff, and the company's been keeping it that way since. And so it is rare to find a production company, a film production company
That does follow the guidelines.
that follows the guidelines of the rating system.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I used to be a kid, I was told, look, you are allowed to watch up to PG movies, and even PG had adult references and language. Uh, and the thing is, when you're talking about the rating system, you go G PG, which means parental guide. Oh no,
Yeah.
G general public, PG parental guide, PG-13. That's a bit
Yeah.
more to it. R adult
Mhm.
restricted,
Mhm.
and you have it there, and you don't follow the guidelines. And of course, kids won't do that either.
Yeah. True.
Even on video games, we see that.
Yeah.
And suddenly, no, it's kind of sad having to hear a parent get upset when their kid has a problem, or,
Mhm.
for instance, like I mentioned, just as a recap, a kid did something, he's on Beavis and Butthead, and I don't know if he died or he got seriously injured. And the mother was really upset.
Yeah.
And I have said this. You're the parent. You should be watching your kid
Yeah.
because in reality, you're saying violence is on TV and video games. Reality check. Violence existed since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
So blaming on a video game or on what kids see on TV is too violent without even know its existence is just a bunch of you know.
Yeah.
But you're the parent. You should actually enforce the rule. Otherwise, you're gonna look bad in front of people. Because
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, I don't know. And right now we're on a difficult time. I mean, we evolved to the point where things have gone beyond our capacity.
Mhm.
I mean, you're talking about sooner or later. I hope not, but I mean, there's ideas of men being replaced by robots, and
Yeah.
that is just scary.
Yeah. I know. But all right, let's start winding down.
Right. So, guys, thanks for coming, and we hope you enjoyed the show. And um, just take care of yourselves. And until then, this is Glenn signing off. Peace out. First category, before it was only how many viewers we had in it? 102. Yeah, we went lower. Yeah, it's lower on my side. I don't know. No. Yeah. And I know I meant to do afternoons or something. Yeah. Is it fun?